Over the last few years, Dedesignature has become one of my top favorite brands, and I feel like they are a brand that just keeps getting better and better with every launch, with unique color stories and themes, and for a formula that just hits every single time. And because of that, I have accumulated 19 palettes from them, and I love them so much. But I'm excited because I want to go through these palettes with you guys, share my favorites and my least favorites, because there are at least one in here that just didn't hit the way the others did. But like I said, over time she has just gotten so much better with every single launch, and I'm excited, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me just say, my name is Heather, and I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands like this one. And if you happen to love those things too, I really hope you will stick around and subscribe. There are so many good launches coming, and I'm so excited. I try to review as many as I can, so don't forget to click the little bell so you can be reminded of all my future uploads. So I have 19 palettes here, and this launch, it's 4 palettes, but I'm gonna count it as one, so there's like 16 spots. I started buying them, I think it was in 2024, but in 2025, she added me to her PR list, and I got all of last year's palettes in PR, which is truly such an honor because, like I said, she has become one of my favorite brands, so it really does help out, and I love having the opportunity to be able to review these palettes and share my thoughts with you guys before launch day, and it's exciting, you know? But we're gonna dive right in. I have swatches of most of these, and the ones I do have, I will pop up on the screen. I don't have swatches of all of them, and swatching a palette and trying to make it look nice takes forever, so I probably won't have swatches of all of them for this video. I apologize in advance. But coming in at number 16, we have the Sweet Aesthetics palette. So this is the only Dedesignature palette that I don't like. For one, it's an all matte palette, which those are never my favorite, but the mattes that were in this palette were okay. If you tried this and you have not tried anything since, let me just start off by saying her brand is worlds better than what it was here. Like, these weren't impossible to work with by any means, but her stuff now is excellent. Like, no notes. It's so freaking good, and I love it so much. And like you can tell, like, the packaging wasn't as good. I tried to fold this back and all that popped loose. I keep this palette because I love the brand, and I like having all of the launches that I've picked up and that they've sent to me. This one I did pick up myself, and along with the eyeshadow bases that I do have behind me as well. And I love those still to this day, but this was fantastic. Their new eyeshadow bases are really freaking good. Could not recommend them more. They're even better, and I really love them. But coming in at number 15, we have the 4 palettes from the Plume collection. This was in collaboration with Makeup on Your Radar. So I actually really love this collection. The only reason why it is ranked lower is because I don't like palettes that are this small. We have 4 little 5 pans, and I love this little iridescent palette. It usually sits right here on my desk so that I can use these for a highlighter. Like, do you see the vision? I love this. She should totally come back out with these as highlighters. That would be beautiful. But as single highlighters, I would love that. But this is fantastic quality. I loved that. That was the Effervescence, and then we have the Eloquence, which was really beautiful. You have 4 mattes and 1 gorgeous shimmer. These were really great quality, and I absolutely adore Makeup on Your Radar and her content. She does such a good job. But the shimmers that are in this were like the ones in all of her newer palettes, and let me think, the Lioness palette, that's a good one, or the what's it called? Golden Tides. I knew it was something Tides. But then we have the Elegance. That's probably my favorite. I really love it. This one has a little bit more of a flaky shimmer in it. And then we have Extravagance. And that one's pretty. This one's probably my least favorite though, just color story wise. But again, these are great quality and I'm so happy that I picked this up. I think I had to grab it during a restock. I couldn't get it when it first launched, but I was so excited when I finally got my hands on it. Then coming in at number 14, we have the Volume 2 Chromebook. So I actually have this one and then this one. The reason... Okay, so I love Volume 2 because it has the mattes. Look how loved mine is. Look at that. Like, it is used and abused. I love this so much. The shimmers in this are so beautiful and shifty. And I love the 3 mattes. And because I love that there are mattes in this, I almost want to put it above Volume 1. But I love Volume 1 shimmers even more, I think. It's hard. I go back and forth. Volume 1 is just as beautiful and these are so shifty, but I feel like Volume 2 shimmers are a little more emollient and I feel like almost safer recommending Volume 1 than I do Volume 2. But if you're someone who doesn't deal with creasing or have oily lids, you'll be fine with either one, but I do feel like Volume 2 might be a little more like troublesome for people with like extremely hooded eyes or someone that has like very oily lids or anything like that. Unless you use her eyeshadow base, then maybe not, because it is made for people with oily lids in mind. But even if you don't have it, you can still use the base. But these shimmers are so beautiful. Honestly, I love them both so much. Like, look at this one. It's like this grass green with the purple blue flip. Come on. I mean, I know you're not surprised. That's my favorite shade. It's so beautiful. I also have pan in this one as well. These are just so beautiful. So coming in at number 12, we have the Shattered Romance, which I also really love. I like the color story, but this one I don't feel like is as unique as some of the others in her light collection, but this one is really beautiful. Like, the shimmers are really high shine, but it does have 2 of those like flakier types of shades, which I don't mind. But I know some people don't care for those, but they are very, very shifty, shiny. Like, look at that. They are so wet looking, so gorgeous, but this is a very fun Valentine's Day launch. And as you can tell, like, this one has gotten a lot of love from me and will continue to get love. Just because it's lower in the ranking does not mean that I don't love it very much. So this one is like kind of an OG favorite, but it is Jingle Bell Ruby. Like, look at her. It's the bright greens. They make my heart so happy. This green's trying to pop out on me. I might need to repress that shade. God only knows what I've done to it, but it is such a beautiful palette. Like, I love it so much. And these like shimmers up here, they are so gorgeous. And it's a Christmas palette, but done in a different way. And not a traditional Christmas story. And I really, really love it. It's just so breathtaking. This shade is so beautiful. It has like a muted red base with that bright green flip. Really just tying these 2 colors together in the best way, especially if you like put them all over the lid and in the crease and then like put this shade all over it. It's gonna transform this shimmer depending on like which shade you put it on top of. When those came out, like, I knew that things were really getting good. But then we had this one over the summer. This one I did by myself because it was a collaboration with the Ice Cream Beauty Box. Pretty sure this is number 10, but it is the Lioness Heart. And this has amazing quality, just like the other launches from this year and last year. Well, you know what I mean. this year, last year, and the end of 2024 to be specific. Those are one of my favorites launched, but this one is amazing. Oh my god. Like this shimmer right here has a little bit of this like muted purple, some of this green, and it ties these shades together in the most perfect way. Every single shade in this palette, there is a shimmer that will tie it together and make it work. You can create some of the most fun and creative looks with this. I love the looks that I did with it. I'm going to try to start like taking clips of my looks from every video. That way I can start popping them up on the screen. But as I talk about older palettes, it's going to be kind of hard to do that because I don't have like clips from older stuff. But I'm going to do better about that because some of the looks, you guys, have been so good. Speaking of looks, this one I created with the new palette from Singe Beauty, the Succulent Dew, and it's so cute. I love it so much, but this one was a 10 out of 10. I was blown away. I didn't even see this launch coming, but was so excited when I got it in my hands. Coming in at number 9, the Classic Autumn. Oh, if you know anything about me, you know how much I love a grungy color story. Honestly, I would love to see her lean more into grunge with another palette, but this is Chef's Kiss, so good. This shade made me realize how much I love these types of shimmers, these like antique gold types of shades, and I always kind of strayed away from them before, but man, I love them so much. Even with this like very muted bluish purple, do you see how pretty that would be on the lid with that? Like, it's so freaking amazing. It's because it's like so cool toned, the matte, and then you have like this bright warm shimmer. I love pairing undertones like that. I think it makes it so fun. Like, look at that. She is beautiful. I do think her, like, I like the artwork on like this one too, but like these two, but I think it's gotten even better since then, like top notch this year. This was the first palette I ever tried from the brand, and it is the Blooming Basket, and this color story really sucked me in like so much. I love this. So that's really sad. Oh no, I love this color story. I love that shade. Let's see if I can save it. It looks like I'm going to be able to put my little kit thing I got from Fantasy Cosmetica to good use tomorrow when I repress that shade. But back to the palette. I love this so much. I really love the color story. I love like this corner specifically, but I was so obsessed with the looks I did with this one. It's still one of my favorites. My only like note I had on this palette was I felt like the artwork needed updated, but I feel like she's done that so well within the last like year and a half. But like that makes me even more excited because you can tell she's putting a lot of love and effort into her brand. Coming in at number 7, we have the Golden Tides palette with Miriam Tutorials, and I've went on and on about this one. First of all, the shimmers are some of the best. The new palette has this exact same formula in it. It is like so silky smooth, so beautiful. They are like satin, like they're not a satin formula, but they feel like silk. They are so beautiful. But the reason I've raved about this one so much is because this color story is perfect. I mean, it's right on theme, but every color in this palette goes together. You can create a look no matter which way you take it, no matter which combo you try to do with it. It's just truly such a beautifully thought out palette. You could go like full on sunset vibes, fiery looks that look like a literal flame, and like anything you put on the lid with that shimmer is going to be beautiful. So I think the internet as a whole, like especially the indie community, went absolutely nuts over this palette, and for good reason. We have the Fearless Holiday, which I do think she restocked recently, but this is like the ultimate Christmas palette, which shows like she has launched the best Christmas palette 3 years in a row. Like, how? I don't know, but she did it. So this is like an ultimate like holiday palette because you have Halloween and winter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, everything all wrapped up into this palette. You could even get like summer looks as well. Like, this is one of those palettes that can take you through so many different seasons if you are the kind of person who likes to do seasonal looks. I like to just go by the seat of my pants, whatever I'm feeling that day. But I do think if you are one of those people, this is one of the best palettes that are on the market. Like, she is so stunning, and the shimmers in this are really, really gorgeous. And we're not even at my top 5 yet. But you see, like, my reaction to this is absolutely insane, and I love it so much. I don't know if this one is magnetic or not. It feels magnetic. I know like none of the new ones are. Someone asked me today if the newest palette was magnetic, and I know that one isn't. I checked. No, this one isn't magnetic either, which I understand like why people want a magnetic palette, but the thing about it is it raises the price of the palette significantly, and it makes it less affordable, I feel like, for more people. So I'm glad there are still brands out there that doesn't do magnetic palettes so they can keep it cheaper for other people. Now we are at my top 5, and these are like 5 of my favorite palettes in my whole entire collection. And I'm out of breath because I just ran upstairs and I need to hurry because I get to babysit, which is a very rare occurrence, and I take every second I can get. I'm so excited. But coming in at number 5, we have the From the Roots palette. You guys know I went freaking crazy over this palette because I love all of the pops that are in here. And I heard a few people in the comments say they felt overwhelmed. And I do think if you just cover a few of the pops, it might not be as overwhelming and you can create more looks that way. But with that being said, there's like so much more to this palette. Like, there's so many different looks, and that's something all of these palettes have in common. The looks are insane. They're so freaking good, and the shimmers in this are so beautiful, so silky, so smooth, and just absolutely breathtaking. I love the whole theme of this. I just think this was such a freaking fantastic launch. And it's coming in at number 5, but it was still one of my favorite palettes of 2025. I absolutely loved it so much. It was so blown away. I love the artwork. I have that tree, the tree of life on my arm. So, of course, I'm going to love it. Number 4 is my newest palette from Dedesignature. I keep saying Dede because that's how it's pronounced, but I've been calling it Dede for years, and it's so hard to reprogram my brain. But we have the Sweethearts and Secrets palette, which, look at the artwork. I love how it glows. This color story. There are so many twists and turns, and I do have up closes of the looks I did with this one, and the second look was so good. I lost my mind, but so did all of you. You guys loved it so much, and thank you for all of your kind words. It means so much to me. I love everything about this. This color story just really takes my breath away, and I think it is absolutely fantastic. Could not have done better myself. That's the thing I love about this brand so much, is she pairs colors together that I might not necessarily think to put together, and it makes me so much more creative, and I love that. I'm able to come up with some of the most fascinating combos, and not only do they blow my mind, but they blow yours as well, which really makes my whole freaking day. Coming in at number 3, we have one of the best Christmas launches last year, the Festive Elegance. I love the artwork. It's like simple but modern and done so beautifully. And she is gorgeous. This is like neutral with a twist, but it's still Christmas. And I love this. It is giving elegance in all of the best ways. The shimmers in this one are very, very smooth as well, but they're still very high shine. Absolutely incredible. Like, look at those. And I love this red. The mattes in here are so good. Her mattes are always good, but like, they're so reflective and beautiful. I really love this one. I've used this palette so many times since I got it. I think in December. It could have been the end of November, but I've used it so many times that it is not even funny, and I just can't stop. I cannot get enough, and that is why it's coming in at number 3. It is one of the best. This palette blew my mind. It released over the summer, and it is the Drops of Fantasy. I love the artwork of this. It makes me want to drink orange pop so bad, but it's the vivids. These are some of the best vivid colors I've ever seen in my life. And this might look like a rainbow palette, but it's not. These are not your traditional undertones. There is so much more to this palette than what meets the eye. The color story of this is freaking fantastic. I could not rave about it enough. It is so beautiful. You have a mix of formulas in here with holos. They're like holographic multichromes, duos. Like, they're so beautiful. I've created some of my favorite looks with this one too. A lot of these palettes. But look at that. And this one shifts to like a lime green. It is so pretty. If you have been on the fence about Dedesignature, this is me telling you to hop over. Like, I don't think you will regret it at all. Like, I love them so much. Or Dedesignature. I'll get it right eventually. And last, but certainly not least, is coming in at number 1. We have the Broken Jewels palette. Love the broken glass. But this color story is amazing. I love this so much. This color story reminds me of like when I first fell in love with like Artitude Cosmetics, and like how their color stories always had like this twist to it that made it so much more fun and like almost layered, and made me feel so inspired and like adventurous when I created something with them. And that same feeling is what's made me fall in love with this brand as well, because I get that feeling every single time they release something and I create with it. It just, that's my favorite thing about eyeshadow, is just opening a palette and just like having it take your breath away in all of the best ways. And this one just does it. I don't think I'll ever love anything more than this, but I mean, you never know. She's coming out with amazing things all the time. The pop of periwinkle in here is such a genius move. Even these neutrals, but more so this clay colored neutral was so freaking brilliant. The gray as well. You know, I love mixing color with gray. It just mutes any tone and makes it look so grungy, and which is one of my favorite things. I just love this so much. But like I said when I started this video, I love almost every one of these palettes with the exception of the one, and they're all so amazing. And now you know all of my favorites and why they are my favorites. But if you have not tried Dedesignature yet, let me know. Like, have they caught your eye? What palettes are you interested in? If you have tried them, what are your favorites? What are your thoughts? Share your opinions down below. We cannot wait to hear from you. But thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way till the end. It really does mean so much. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And I hope you guys have the best day ever. But until next time, bye.